water signs, welcome in and welcome back. My name is Shannon Hensley. If you are new, and I'm glad to have you, I look at different types of energy on this channel, and it's very intense. Okay, so the air reading was really big energy, and so I look at a lot of crime, spiritual crime, things that can really put your conscience state in a place of hell for eternity and stuff like that. We just look at real heavy stuff here, and I do have respect for the creator of all things, and you will get scripture here. It's found in the tarot. It's written upon my heart. There's no other way to live. It's the true light. And so anyway, if you stay, then welcome. Okay, we all have a part to do on this channel, and to make sure that we do upright things towards, one another. We can't even do that without loving God Almighty and understanding He's the one that gave us the breath to breathe, and not take that for granted. And let us learn how to live with purpose. After I got done with the air reading, there's such a grieving energy that came over me, just to think that what somebody has done in what we were talking about on that reading has cost not only that person's soul, but the grievance to their family and things like that. But it is what it is. It is the hour that we live in, and we've gotten so far away from our creator, folks. We really have. But anyway, I just do a different type of a work here. If you stay, you stay. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get started. Word of Elohim, what does the water energy need to know for the next 24 hours? We have a Lord here. So this is anybody in authority. This could be you, head of household. I did have a school that came out, and so this has a specific meaning of a teacher as well. Any kind of boss figure, your parents could be here, anybody. It could be a property owner. I did have a real estate agent that also did come out in the air reading as well, so it can go back to stuff like that as well. The Lord card is coming out. We also have the wealthy man, so something around money stuff, and the circle. This is like, so a circle can go to like eternity, births and deaths, beginnings, endings, being whole, complete, okay? Something starting, something ending type of energy. And then the color purple is here. It looks like a ball as well, and so you could play sports or something like that could be prevalent, or you like the color purple or something circle in nature in the next 24 hours is prevalent to something, okay? We have the church coming out, so this is spiritual matters. You could work for a church as well. Just at your morals and your ethics should go back to that type of energy. We'll take it like the Hierophant type of energy. So the church is coming out, and it says, Jehovah says that it shall be well with thy remnant, those of you who belong with the Most High God. It says that it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily, I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. Thank you, Jehovah. So that's positive. So we've got spiritual matters out here. If you're standing with the Most High God, He will allow you to be treated well in this hour. Thank you, Jehovah. That's His protection. So let's get up in here and see what's going on. Show me water signs. Water energy. Show me water for the next 24 hours. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, the Ace of Pentacles upright. So there is money situations out here. The wealthy man is out here. Five of Pentacles is like deep black, but that Six of Pentacles goes back to giving. If there has been some type of a bribe around some matter, then that there could be. There's the Ten of Pentacles. That's large sums of monies as well out here. So something very physical is around something that's either ending or beginning in some ordeal. Okay. We have the King of Cups, or excuse me, the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Nine of Wands crossing with the Wheel crossing. It's going to go either way for whoever you are. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles kind of crossing. It's more so almost upright. That's waiting on something. That's an investment. There's some type of an investment around you. And then there is the Hierophant. So that's spiritual teachers, leaders, things like that. So the church is out here. So let's see what this is about. Because the wheel is going to go either way for any given person. It is timed for something to divinely go positive or negative for any given person, whoever you are. If you're standing with God, you have a promise out here. If you don't give a rip about God, it's going to, just by right, it's going to go the other direction. The Most High's name is out here, the Yod and the Hay. And if you want to see his whole name in the tarot, there's a video down below. And for some people, it's a lamentation and a woe. Okay, and there's debt and things like that out here. I mean, somebody's got somebody around a situation that's not fair. The Knight of Cups in the upright is about being fair, being kind, being genuine, something like that. But if it's in the reverse, that is not a fair person. It can also be a police officer card as well. We have the law here when the wheel comes out. So whatever this is about, all this money, and somebody hasn't been fair, and something been going on, or something's out here with a war, because it shows so with the Nine of Wands. Something's changing with it, depending on who you are, what you stand for. Also, there's somebody out here who's got mental issues with the Nine of Wands coming out here. Let's see what this is about. Somebody's husband is out here. This is a husband card. And the wealthy man energy. The ninth house just by right goes back to that. Show me that pentacle there, please. The truth is wanting to flip over. Well, the wheel is also about the truth. This clear, somebody's crown chakra is going up. The purple actually goes to your crown chakra. We have the crown here as well. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. The King of Wands is a spiritual leader card as well. So if he's in the upright, he's going to get some favor from God. He's going to touch heaven. Okay. If he's not, something's going on out here, and something very passionate is around a situation, then again, that's bad karma on the other end of that. We have the High Priestess out here at the bottom of the deck, which is the counterpart to the Hierophant. Okay, there is something very much oppressive out here. The Hermit is underneath that. The Ten of Wands is oppression. Somebody hasn't been fair out here with your energy. Either you're the one oppressing or you're the one being oppressed. It's going to go either way for any person I'm talking to. But there was abuse that just came out in the air reading. If things are going on behind closed doors and somebody's marital situation's out of whack, then the King of Wands, if he's in the reverse, there's obviously something going on out here. He's mean. He's a mean person in the negative. So somebody's being mean, then somebody's being mean. It could be the wife being mean. I don't know. For any given person, it could go either way. This is about really having to use your intuition on something, because there's been secrets out here. This can be a mistress card as well. If that's why somebody has been acting the way that they are, that's a whirlwind out here. I mean, we're dealing with having to be entreated well in the time of evil and affliction. Okay, so there is a time of evil and afflictions going on. Somebody's going to have some protection out here, because the wheel goes back to a protection energy. This is the house of Jacob. It's the bet or the bait, this modern day, the way you say it, but it represents being inside the house. Again, spiritual matters are out here in a really big way. Show me the Knight of Cups. Why is that Knight of Cups here? The Ten of Cups. It's emotional. It's also emotional fulfillment for something as well, where somebody has not been fair in a situation. Show me more information out here for water energy. Queen of Cups is coming out, which is your energy. We also have the Five of Cups and the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. Okay, it's all watery over here on this Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups, Queen of Cups, Princess of Cups, Five of Cups. This also says a disappointment. Well, there is a disappointment because somebody's not fair out here. Somebody's a seducing type of an energy around a matter, or your kid is, or maybe your wife and your kid is, for some people's cases. There's a lot of emotion out here on some type of stupidness that hasn't been fair on something. So there is a disappointment. It's also a bitterness card. Obviously, there's a war out here attached to something that's happened. That King of Wands came out real strong this morning, and last night as I read, there's the Nine of Wands. It's very passionate out here. Very, very passionate out here. What's hidden? Hold on, the Two of Swords also, I guess, popped over as well. That's somebody who is conflicted, confused, act like they don't know something's going on, but they do. They're unfair. They're unfair for some reason. On some business deal, possibly. King of Swords is jumping out here in the hidden. Okay, well, he just was real big in the air reading as well. If he's upright, he's authority, and he'll get up and he'll also take action. He'll just be straight to the point. If he is in the negative, folks, he's also angry and detached, and I don't care, and in debauchery and stuff like that. So he's in the hidden space. What else is in the hidden? Sexual matters are going on in the hidden space for a lot of you all. There's also going to be justice when the torch comes out. There could be a fire situation going on out here. It's also a fortune card, and we have a lot of pentacles out here. A new beginning is coming for you all. It is, and it's timed. One more. For some of you all, there was a pregnancy here. Okay, there are decisions in the hidden. There's mischievous stuff going on. The Lovers in the reverse. That's somebody making a choice out here, or somebody didn't have their polaric balance, because there's all kinds of watery stuff here. That's too much emotion out here, and somebody act like I don't know what's going on. Somebody does. The Page of Wands in the reverse is mischievous stuff, and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody's working against somebody else, against somebody out here, or they did, and that's why there's bitterness. If somebody knows the information, something's going to be happening and changing, though, around whatever this is, for protection's sake by God. There's third parties out here when you get the Three of Pentacles. So in the hidden, third parties, mischievous. For some of y'all, love affair stuff going on. And somebody's deliberately working against another person out here. So the Strength card is here. If that's in the reverse, there's a maladministration out here attached to something going on. A child sitting on a wolf as well. Somebody's got a wolf in sheep's clothing out here. For some people's cases in that church situation, we can find them in the hour we live in. Give us some words. Came out real strong this morning. Pick through my hands, you'll hold up. So if somebody's being mean to a child, or the Most High said you need to talk to your kids, and they are in the hidden somewhere around some matter that's out here, because the school, that could be a lot of churches have schools within them as well. There's something going on out here with a little kid or a teenager with that page being out here. That won't be for everybody, but that energy was real strong in the air reading just a minute ago. So you probably want to talk to your kids, or where they go to school or daycare or something like that could be out here with that matter. It says, for Jehovah avenges the blood of his children and will execute vengeance on his enemies. To those who hate him will he render retribution, and Jehovah will purify the land of his people. Again, it's a time of evil for the wicked. You'll be protected out of it. Somebody's done something that ain't fair. There's a bunch of money out here, and yet there's poverty, like really, really bad. There's somebody got a mental issue out here, because go watch the air reading. I'm not gonna get into it. Somebody with short, dark hair. For some people's cases, that mental stuff is because of that animal there. We have ruin out here, and somebody very lofty. Okay, well, and somebody's full of pride, thinking that they own somebody, to treat somebody like a piece of crap and be emotional. We had cruelty going on. You're full of the devil somewhere. Somebody murmurs all the time. They're constantly softly speaking, continually contemplating and just mulling over things all the time. It's because they got soul problems, folks. Somebody's really deep in their emotion because of some soul problem out here. Yet there's a positivity because the Most High is going to make sure you're protected, whatever this is. Social media is out here. A tremble, a sweat, a move with a vexation, a fear of an enemy. Says, I want to hold your hand and walk and talk with you and kiss your face. It's a truthful wish. I want to say this came out in the air reading, but for some of you all, that's a big fat caution. It's not true. It is a setup for some of you all. Okay, maybe you'll be able to do something like that after something's out of the way. I don't know. Somebody says, I want to fix the problem. You really got to use your intuition because we got somebody out here that's not fair. Your parents are out here. That can be a parent's card. We have El Hanora, awesome Elohim, great and mighty, who keeps covenant and mercy. Don't let it be a small thing before you, what has happened to our people, okay? And so something has been great out here that's happened. A malicious, mischievous energy is right here in the secret with this King of Swords and this little page and somebody working to get somebody on purpose. Maybe because they've already done something. If that's somebody's been cruel to a kid out here, that's why they're not fair because they don't want the information out, or there's been something sexual that went down here. They don't want that information out, so now they're working against another person to stop the information. I don't know. It could go many different ways, but somebody's clear on something that's going on. A postal worker. That's interesting because in the air reading, we had a picture of a postal worker handing a piece of mail to someone. So, or you're just a postal worker, or some type of message though. A crowd or a council energy. Well, we have society out here when the Hierophant comes out. Forewarning, there's danger out here. People need to pray. Well, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. You're saying right here, for every person that keeps covenant with you, that it shall be well with them, with the remnant of Jacob's family, the people of Yisrael that serve the God of Yisrael. It will be very well, and the enemy will entreat us well, and all my brothers and sisters well in this evil time of affliction. Now, your word does not return void to you, Jehovah, and it ain't going to fall to the ground. So you will bring a forewarning and a danger to the enemy. If they rise up in any way, shape, or form, knock them down real quick. Says that the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Elohim. Elohim is not in all his thoughts. The thoughts card was in the air. You deal with somebody's done bestiality, folks. You need to go watch that reading because the sun right now is in an air sign, so anybody can watch it. It says Elohim is not in any of his thoughts. They're lofty out here. It says his ways are always grievous. Elohim's judgment are far out of his sight. And for all his enemies, he puffs up at them and he says in his heart, I am never going to be moved and I'll never see any adversity. Well, let me tell you something. This person's going to have an execution. They're so puffed up, their soul is gone. They're the devil themselves somewhere, folks. This person will see adversity. They're going to the pit of hell. And every person that's connected with this piece of freak that thinks they're all that in a bag of chips, they ain't. The torch. Well, they're going to hellfire. The torch is here in the secret. In some type of mischievous thing out here with some lover that's working against somebody. This is the K and or the C. It looks like a V. Could be prevalent with those letters. I don't know. We also have the H and the Y and the CH out here as well as the VW. There's a couple of Y connections that show up out here. Something's happened around misunderstanding. It's all hell's broke loose on something. Okay, and also there could be a forgiveness out here. You just have to use your intuition, depending on what's going on with the situation. For some people, it's a setup. For whatever reason, if there's a fire situation around something that's taking place, and there is something out here with that energy. But the K end or the C is a justice card, and God will bring justice to a matter. The justice card goes to the scales, and the Most High says, if the scales are uneven, folks, it's an abomination. And the word abomination was in the air reading, so it is out here. there is an abomination that has occurred, and this person thinks that they're never going to, see adversity. They can do what they want, work against somebody else, be mischievous, and be a crazy freak. And no, you cannot. No, you cannot. You will be removed out of society. You're a nutcase freakazoid at this point. That's stupidness. This says there will be justice assured, and that's by God Almighty. Thank you, Jehovah. And we do still need to pray, because we got to have some people that's got to have their mind on right to get up in here and get this person put down, because they're dangerous, folks. They're around kids and everything else. It's dangerous. So we'll come out. Shalom.